All right, let's talk about something really important: getting off the hamster wheel. You know what I'm talking about. Today, we're going to break down a blueprint that's all about moving away from the stress of unpredictable launches and into a world of stable, recurring revenue. This is about building a business that actually serves your life, not the other way around. This right here, this is everything. I mean, does that feeling of waking up on the first of the month and being back at zero sound familiar? Yeah, this is about making a decision right now to stop doing that, to stop building a job for yourself and start building an actual asset. So that's the $1 million question, isn't it? And the answer isn't about working harder or grinding more. It's about working smarter. It's about designing a model that has predictability and, peace of mind baked right into its DNA. And that is exactly what we are going to unpack today. Okay, we've got a super clear path laid out. First, we'll talk about the big promise here, the mindset shift. Then, we'll get into a practical 90-day roadmap. After that, we'll look at the community engine, what you're actually building. Then, we'll break down the math to get to that 10,000 a month goal. And finally, we'll cover the systems that let you scale this thing with peace. So, first things first, let's zoom out and look at the big picture. This is more than just a tactic. It is a fundamental shift in how you think. It's about consciously stepping away from that hustle culture that seems to glorify burnout and choosing instead to build something that brings you genuine financial peace. And this gets right to the heart of the entire model. Connection is the new currency. Think about it. In a world that is just drowning in content and courses, what do people really crave? It's belonging. It's what they'll pay for. They want a place where they feel seen, heard, and truly understood. And here's the contrast laid out perfectly. The old way, it's just a constant, exhausting chase. Every single month, the scoreboard resets to zero. Ugh. But the new way, it's about building a foundation, a baseline of predictable income that's already there on day one of the month. That gives you the freedom to create and to serve, not just to constantly sell. Okay, so theory is great, but how do we actually make this happen? Let's get into the practical blueprint. This isn't some vague hope for the best goal. It's a structured, step-by-step, 90-day plan. So the whole roadmap is broken down into 3 really clear phases. Phase 1, that's your first month. It's all about growth. Your only job is to get your first 50 members into a free community. That's it. Phase 2, that's the next 60 days, is all about monetization. You launch your paid offer, and you basically turn those first 50 members into your own personal sales team. And then phase 3, from day 90 onwards, that's all about scaling with smart automated systems. Now let's talk about what it is you're actually building here. And I'll tell you what it's not. It's not about locking yourself away for 6 months to create some massive, complicated course that, let's be honest, nobody even asked for. No, this is about building what the source material calls an anti-course. I mean, the old way is just a recipe for burnout, right? You build this thing in total isolation, just hoping people will eventually buy it. The new way is so much more efficient, and it's totally focused on your audience. You create a simple, super lightweight container that delivers an immediate win, and then you build it out with your community based on what they're actually telling you they need. And this container is, well, it's incredibly simple. Just 3 parts. First, a start here section. That's where you share your story, the vision for the community. It creates an instant connection. Second, a value vault. Just throw in 2 or 3 short videos or resources that give people a quick win. This builds trust like crazy. And third, a monetized section. For now, it's just a placeholder for the paid offer you're going to launch in phase 2. See? Simple, fast, and really, really effective. All right, let's get to the part I know you've been waiting for, the numbers. How does this simple little community model actually get you to $10,000 a month? Well, it's not magic. It's just some simple but really powerful arithmetic. Let's break it down. So the whole model is built around a membership price point of $97 a month. This is kind of the sweet spot, right? It's accessible enough for a lot of people, but it's also valuable enough to build a real business on top of. And here is the absolute key. You are not out there hunting for hundreds and hundreds of customers. Your one and only goal is to find these 50 people. Just 50. These are your founding members, your seed audience, the folks you bring into your free community to get things started. Now, this is where the magic really happens. Your job isn't to serve to the world. It's to turn those 50 founding members into your own personal sales team. You give them one simple mission: bring in just 3 referrals each. That's it. So let's do the math. You've got 50 people, and each of them brings in 3 new members. Well, that gets you to 150 paying members. You see what happened? You went out and found 50, and your community found the other 100 for you. And that is how you get there. After you account for paying your affiliates, 150 members at this price point gets you to over $10,000 in predictable revenue every single month. Let's just look at the quick breakdown so it's crystal clear. Your price is $97. You pay out a generous 30% commission to your affiliates. That's about $29. That leaves you with a net profit of almost $68 per member. You multiply that by your 150 members and boom, you hit that $10,185 a month target. The numbers just work. Okay, but how in the world do you manage all of this without completely losing your mind? Well, this is where the system really shines. Simple, smart automation is the secret sauce that prevents burnout and ultimately is what sets you free. And the tech stack is brilliantly simple. You really only need 2 main tools. First, there's School. Think of this as the home base. It's where your community lives, where they get the content, see the calendar, all of that. Then there's System.io. This is the engine that runs behind the scenes. It manages your sales funnels, your emails, and most critically, it automatically tracks and pays out all of your affiliates. And this is why it all matters so much. When you have these systems in place, your business is working for you 24/7. Affiliate commissions get paid automatically. New members get access instantly. You are finally free from the nightmare of managing spreadsheets, so you can focus on the thing you actually enjoy, serving the people in your community. Which, brings us full circle. It all comes back to this one single, most important takeaway. In a world that is totally saturated with information, your greatest asset isn't going to be another video module. It's the community you build and the genuine connection you create. That is the real currency. So I'm going to leave you with this question to really think about. If you had a system like this in place, one that you could count on to bring in predictable income month after month, what would that financial piece actually unlock for you? What stress would just disappear? And what would you finally have the time and the freedom to do? If you're finding these tutorials valuable and you're serious about integrating AI and automation into your business to save time and build scalable systems, I invite you to join our free school community. This isn't a place for hype or unrealistic promises. Instead, it's a focused environment where we continue the conversation, share practical workflows, and troubleshoot real-world AI implementation challenges together. Inside, you'll find extended discussions on the AI tools and automation strategies we cover here on the channel, exclusive mini tutorials and workflow breakdowns that go even deeper, a supportive network of fellow entrepreneurs, freelancers, and creators who are actively building with AI, opportunities to ask questions directly and get feedback on your own automation projects. It's a space dedicated to continuous learning and practical application, helping you move from understanding concepts to implementing effective AI solutions in your day-to-day operations. To join, simply click the link in the description below. I'm looking forward to connecting with you there and helping you further streamline your work and build real leverage with AI.